You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
Time now for the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you by ShopLocalSiouxFalls.com. Mr. Farris, good day to you.
And right back at you, John Heidi. How's the Smalls doing?
Good.
Fantastic.
Happy Friday to you.
One of my all-time faves, Johnny Cash.
Oh, yeah.
Birthday this day.
He had a sad life, man.
He had a pretty amazing life again. He was a fighter.
He did, but there were a lot of sad things that happened in his life.
Well, you know, as creative geniuses, it's ups and downs and all around, John.
I understand that.
You don't know what it's like out there, man.
I don't. Sitting on the sidelines.
Fats Domino, who was nothing like Johnny Cash, but still wonderful in his own right, also born this day.
That is cool.
Yep, found his thrill on Blueberry Hill.
That is a cool tune.
And Levi Strauss.
Pants Man.
I mean, did he just change the entire fashion industry or what? You may not know this, but he actually was a fashion designer out of Germany.
Yeah.
It wasn't some one-off, hey, I think I'll invent jeans today. It's actually what he did for a living. He was the first one to, seriously, to mass manufacture blue jeans.
I'm going to go invent some blue jeans today.
Levi's, yeah. And I thought it was kind of ironic. He was actually born and raised in Buttenheimer, Germany. Get it? Buttenheimer. This day in 1935, radar is first demonstrated by Robert Watson Waite.
That's cool.
Radar. Do you know what that stands for? You probably do.
I do, but I can't remember now.
Radio detection and ranging.
And yeah, that.
Yeah, and also the short dude mash. 1732. Wow. The very first Mass is celebrated in the very first American Catholic Church.
Oh, very cool.
In this country. Name of that church?
St. Joseph's.
That's absolutely correct.
Whoa.
In Philadelphia.
Yeah, I remember that. I was there.
Yeah, and I love the story, and I certainly don't know all of it, but St. Joe's here in Sioux Falls.
Yeah.
That is positioned where it is on that hill for a specific reason. That church was actually pretty much kind of designed and put up by Bishop Thomas O'Gorman, which name, the high school named after him and everything else. He wanted it situated on that hillside because back then there was nothing else.
Yeah.
There, facing
miles.
east. Yeah, and the big migration across the country was heading west. And when anybody was coming down what was just that little dirt roadway back when, that would be the first thing they'd see.
Yeah. That was their welcome to town.
Coming into Sioux Falls, yeah.
Yeah, very
That's
cool.
pretty cool.
Now that it's slowly slipping down that hill.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
I hope not. That would be bad.
No, yeah, it's gonna be right down there on Phillips by probably August.
I hope not.
And then then there's gonna be a tattoo parlor in there and a craft brewery and Lord knows what else.
This is why I can't believe anything you say, Dan.
And it was 1983, this very day, Michael Jackson's album Thriller goes to number 1 and stays there for the next 37 weeks.
Wow, a long time.
Yep.
Yeah, that album was huge.
Big deal.
37 weeks at number 1 for anything, single or otherwise.
Yeah.
That's a long ride, man.
Over half a year, almost 3/4 of a year.
That's good stuff. Well, there you go. I know now, and we can just forge right ahead.
We'll do that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by ShopLocalSiouxFalls.com.
Do you have a credit card? Is it a pretty good one? Here's how you can tell. Take the details of your current card, the interest rates, points, and perks, and compare them for free to the available offers at BetterCreditCards.com. If we can offer you a better credit card, it could save you money every month. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you save money. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can still check it out at BetterCreditCards.com. Do it today. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Heartfelt, snappy little salute off the well-starred spirit of the Ranger Dan kept you too. Look at you over there, Caleb. Hi, Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Hi.
You're right.
I snarfed down a couple of those microwave Jimmy Dean breakfasts this morning. I got a little chunk of sausage stuck somewhere in a valve. I don't know what's going on here. Won't be the first time, won't be the last. Hey, little radio rangers, quit screwing around. Gather around the old radio. It's time to lay a little critter knowledge on you. You know, we've been uncovering some nifty critter facts about the bald eagle, which, of course, is a national symbol of the United States of America, one of the greatest birds ever known. And gosh, all darn it, just to be clear here, I did mention, I think, a few days back that the eagles, although they are not on the endangered species list anymore, that doesn't mean you can go messing with them because you just can't.
No.
United States takes its eagles seriously. It's forbidden to track, capture, disturb, or do anything malicious to an eagle in the United States. As I mentioned, should you see an eagle feather on the ground, it's illegal to even pick that up and keep it, but you can get a permit for that, and I have my associates printing up a batch of said permits at this very moment. It should be available for a nominal fee through the Ranger Dan website by early next week.
I wondered about that.
Now, when eagles have a baby, it's called an eaglet.
Oh, nice.
The mama and the papa, bald eagle, pretty much split the raising of that youngster kind of 50-50, and eagles do mate for life. They're very loyal birds. Wonderful critters all the way around. Now, I'm sure you've seen maybe on some of those other nature programs, which are nothing like this one.
No.
Where in the
and everything.
in the bird world, when a mommy or daddy or whatever the case may be figures those little junior birdies ought to be flying, sometimes they'll push them right out of that nest or right off that cliff or just drop them from midair and let them go. Eagles don't do that.
Oh, really?
Eagles do not do that. Eagles, listen to this. Eagles simply stop feeding them.
Oh, really?
They stop feeding them. Now, while that might sound a little bit harsh, to me, that's just some dang fine parent. Let's say, for instance, you got a kid over 21 years of age still shuffling and lollygagging around your basement. Maybe sporting a man bun, hitting up grandma for money for another tattoo. All you really need to do is switch up the password on the Wi-Fi, maybe temporarily cancel your streaming services, and then replace that supply of Hot Pockets, Doritos, and Mountain Dew with military recruitment brochures, and Junior's going to be out the door looking for greener pastures in no time flat. Well, that's all the time we have today, little radio rangers. I hope you learned something. I know I certainly did. Till next time, it's Ranger Dan out. Say it with me. Yes, sir.
I really need to quit drinking.
I really need to give up drugs.
It's not going to be easy, but we'd love to help. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for the morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. And Mr. Farris in the studio. I actually had coffee with Dan there yesterday. I saw you for coffee break.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I had the Sunny Hummer parked right out on Minnesota Avenue. When I came out, I probably shouldn't even admit this. Came out, I was looking for my keys. I'm like, where did I put my keys? Then I thought, oh no, I hope I didn't lock the keys in the Hummer. And I go over and the door's unlocked and the keys were in the ignition. I was like, whoa, that was a very bad idea.
Wow.
So luckily nobody stole the Sunny Hummer yesterday.
How many times does law enforcement have to explain?
Exactly.
Which brings us to what we're covering today, which is law enforcement. And a big salute to them. You may or may not be aware of this story. But the United States Attorney's Office has said Operation Say Uncle has now led to federal charges against 37 people in a pretty major scale meth trafficking network. Ooh. Suspects accused conspiring with each other for quite a period of time to bring multiple pounds of meth into western South Dakota. This investigation started in 2019, went right through 2020.
Nice.
Involved law enforcement from joining states, too. In fact, all of those charged, all 37, age from the 20s into their 40s, are from South Dakota, North Carolina, Colorado, Montana, and Mexico. So meth, nasty stuff. And then law enforcement, I just want to, in case you didn't get it, it's on the Sioux Falls Police Department Facebook. got posted yesterday, and this is what it says. It's an announcement. We have a few recruits graduating from the police academy today. Yay.
Yeah.
And we're always looking to continue to evolve our training and make it the most realistic possible. To help us in the future, we are asking all area drug dealers to contact us and let us know some of your favorite spots to hide drugs in both your vehicle and at your homes. We will then get into contact with you and arrange a training session with our batch of new recruits that just started to see if they can find them after you hide them. Remember, this is realistic training, so you need to bring your real drugs. The realer, the better.
That is
Consider yourself an adjunct instructor for the day. Thanks for any assistance you can provide and help make our training better. Look forward to hearing from you soon.
That's fantastic.
Whoever their PR and outreach people are, that's pretty fun.
That is awesome.
My favorite thing is when somebody does stuff like that and then people actually do it.
Yeah, and then they fall for
Every
it.
now and again, there is a response. Yeah, I'll sign up for that.
Really?
I like that one line. The realer, the better.
The realer. The realer.
It is pretty good.
So congrats to the new recruits graduating Sioux Falls PD. Cool.
Absolutely.
All right, there you go. That's what I got.
And it is good. It's good stuff. It is the morning coffee break brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. If you could do something today that could save someone's life, would you do it? If it didn't cost you a dime and only took a little time and could literally save a life, would you do it? Can you believe that only 3% of people say yes to this? How's that possible? That's the real percentage of people who give blood. It's something you can do whether you're a millionaire, middle class, or completely poor. There's no fee and it's easy to do. And you can literally save a life. Let's roll up our sleeves and make a difference. Give blood. We can do better than 3%. Learn more at redcrossblood.org. Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine and Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We are going to brighten your day right now with some positive news. And on the line with me, I have Lindsay Holmquist. She's with AARP, and they've got a Community Challenge grant program, and they're accepting applications right now. Lindsay, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, John. Thanks so much for having me with you.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about this Community Challenge grant program and how folks can sign up for this. And I guess before we talk about how to sign up for it, let's talk about what it is and what these grants do.
Sure. So AARP is committed to helping communities be more livable. And that just means a great place for everyone who lives there, regardless of age or stage in life, so they can get access to the things they need, do the things they want to do, and just enjoy living in their community. So the Community Challenge is a program that offers small grants, and they're meant to fund quick action projects to help those communities do those things to be more livable.
And who would typically be getting these grants? Would it be like the city gets a grant to do something for the city, or is it like a local organization that gets a grant to do something on their own? How does that work?
Yeah, either of those. So we've had municipalities, communities apply, so cities can certainly apply, nonprofit organizations, and then also if there are just groups of concerned citizens, folks who want to make a change in their neighborhood and their community, they can apply as well.
And I'm looking here at some of the past grants. Sioux Falls Health Department got a grant in 2018, and I see that improved transportation options and accessibility options at the Sioux Falls Bike Trail. So there's something right here in our community that this has already helped.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're out riding the trail and you see some of those kind of bike repair stations along the trail, some of those anyway, were part of a Community Challenge grant in 2018.
That's fantastic. And how long has this Community Challenge grant program been going? Is this something you've been doing quite a while at AARP?
This is the 5th year of the program. So we started in 2017, and it's grown every year. And I'm really proud to say that we've had 12 grants funded in the state of South Dakota during those previous 4 years of the program.
I love that. And I'm seeing a total of 560 grants overall. So that's a ton of grants. And each one of these are probably different sizes, but I bet every single one of them makes a huge impact in somebody's life.
Yeah, absolutely. These grants have funded projects that are maybe just small kind of Kickstarter temporary projects in a community. Perhaps the grant was, a few $100s. But then there are even large programs that have been implemented because of this grant funding, up to thousands of dollars. So there's no range in the size of the project or the size of the grant that can be requested. So we just invite everybody to send in their ideas. If you need some help, if you need a little funding to kickstart a project or to add to something bigger that's happening in your community, we want to know about it.
And I was just going to ask that because you were saying you can add too. So if we're already doing a project and we're going, hey, this might be just a nice little cherry on top to make it even better, I can still reach out even if we already have a project going.
Absolutely. These grants aren't meant to fund necessarily the entire big, giant project that you're doing in your community. In fact, some of the grants that have been funded in the state in the past were just improving something or a part of something that was already going on. So, for example, improving access to a community park, a playground equipment that was being built. An AARP Community Challenge grant helped to make sure that, there were sidewalks and benches, things to make it accessible to even more people in the community. So, yeah, even if it's part of a project, again, it's worth applying.
Well, if somebody would like to apply for a 2021 Community Challenge grant, how do we do that? Where do we go?
You go online to aarp.org/communitychallenge, and you can click through and apply right there through our website. And like you mentioned, we're open now. We're accepting applications right now through April 14. So there's plenty of time to get your information together and get it submitted.
That is fantastic. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us all about this.
Absolutely. Thanks so much. And I hope to hear about all kinds of great projects from across the state of South Dakota.
That would be wonderful. Again, Lindsay is with AARP. If you have an idea for an AARP Community Challenge grant, you can go to the website aarp.org/community challenge.
Do you have a credit card? Is it a pretty good one? Here's how you can tell. Take the details of your current card, the interest rates, points, and perks, and compare them for free to the available offers at bettercreditcards.com. If we can offer you a better credit card, it could save you money every month. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you save money. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can still check it out at bettercreditcards.com. Do it today. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, ChannelSurferTV.com presents entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
All right, here's the skinny. You guys are a big fan. I know you kind of binge watched this series not long ago. Frasier, you two, right?
I love Frasier.
Well, we saw every episode, then we re-saw every episode.
I mean, you were really, and it was a good show. I mean, that thing
was fantastic.
7 seasons or
10? Five straight years it picked up, Emmys for TV?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a huge award-winning show. And that has now been confirmed. Paramount is picking it up. They're relaunching Frasier.
I'm so excited.
Kelsey Grammer, of course, as Frasier, is on board. Fans are pretty pumped about this, except when you realize it doesn't look like the other players are coming back.
None of them?
David Hyde Pierce?
David Hyde Pierce is not a yup.
Roz Doyle.
Perry Gilpin, right?
Yeah.
Who you've had on the show.
Yeah, nice lady.
Doesn't seem to be. No, who played Frasier's producer, Roz.
Yeah, Roz.
Has not been mentioned in the announcement.
So it all depends on what the plot of the show is going to be.
Yeah, maybe they're waiting to see.
All I can find is, for instance, Frasier took place in Seattle.
Yeah.
Right.
After Frasier left Boston, because he first appeared, that character was in Cheers.
Yeah.
Landed in Seattle, rehooked up with his
show.
family, blah, blah, blah. It's apparently this reboot will take place in a different city.
So maybe
that's all the
why
backstory
Niles
I've got.
isn't there. Okay.
So he's maybe retired now and somewhere else.
Hard to say. That's
I'll find out.
Well, I'm sure there will be at least cameo appearances and stuff
so.
from some of the major characters that come to
I was
visit
thinking
him
it
or
would have been
whatever.
really cool if he and Roz were married.
Yeah, or Jane Leaves, who ended up who was kind of the taking care of the dad in that series.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like she's returning either.
Daphne. Yeah.
So yeah, it's a great cast, but if it's just Frasier, I don't know. Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah.
You know what? He did such a good job of becoming that character. I
He is
think
such a super talented guy, and I think it's going to be amazing no matter what. As long as they have the same writers, they can make anything work, I think.
Sadly, John Mulaney, is that his name?
Yeah.
The dad.
He
passed away a few years ago, so he couldn't be a part of it again. But What about Bulldogs? He coming back?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like anybody.
I think he passed too, John.
Did he really?
Frankly. I think so.
Oh,
I think I read that
no
a few years back.
Huh.
Oh.
I think so. And Eddie the Terrier, I don't know.
Yeah. His real name was Moose. The dog's name was Moose.
All right. Well, we'll
you
see.
guys were big fans.
Oh, I love
Station manager Kenny, and I can go on.
Loved it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, that's what I've got. That's all I know. So.
All right. Well, we'll have to check our local listings for what. Do we know when that's coming out? Is it soon?
Yeah, I'm sure it's in this article. If I would have actually, if I would have taken time to read the whole thing.
We're glad we're here to inform.
Let me see.
I'm excited though. I'll watch it.
Blah blah blah.
You see anything? No,
not really.
I'll look it up later. Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
Well, now you got me wondering. Thanks a lot, John.
I'm so sorry. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. It is brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
I really need to give up drugs.
I really need to quit drinking.
It's not going to be easy, but we'd love to help. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Friday, February 26th, 2021. Up one day, down the next. The major indices posted their biggest declines in months on Wednesday due to rising bond yields. The S&P 500 was down more than 2.6% at the low of the day, with the Nasdaq leading and Dow Jones lagging. The tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite fell more than 3.6% and is now down more than 7% from the high. Because bearish momentum is on the rise, it seems like a move lower will come sooner than a move to new all-time highs. In bond news, the yield on the 10-year Treasury made its largest single-day gain in months, peaking out at just above 1.65%. The rise in bond yields is bullish in that it suggests economic conditions are improving. The market moved lower. However, as risk-averse investors take money off the table and park it in what are now comparably yielding and much safer U.S. Treasuries. The average yield for S&P 500 stocks is about 1.5%. You can get the inside track at marketbeatminute.com.